In this video we will design a magazine spread. To help you follow this tutorial, all files are available for download at the link in the video description. So let's get started. First, we will create a new document. When we open InDesign, we have the new file option. There we can adjust the appearance of our document. I will select the Print tab. Format, A4. And then I'll change the units to millimeters. I don't need primary text frame, facing pages included. When we turn off this option, we will also solve the margins. Well, let's say that our inner and outer margins will be 12 millimeters, and the upper and lower margins will be 17 millimeters each. That space of 5 millimeters difference will be used to solve the header and footer. We will leave a bleed of 3 millimeters on all sides. Click the Create button. We have created a new document. In this video, we design a spread, therefore, we select the Pages panel and add 2 more pages. Select the Type tool. We will draw a text frame and type the name Nikola. We select Nikola. Then, in the Properties panel, select the Minion Pro font. Bold Italic. Size 72 points. Double-click this control point to wrap the text frame around the typed text. We will do the same with the last name, with the fact that now we will type only the letter T. Select the letter T. In the Properties panel, select a more massive font, such as, for example, a Brill Fat Face. Let's set it to 72 points, in this case. We will make a shape from this letter. We click on the Type drop-down menu and select the Create Outlines option. Hold Shift and Ctrl, drag diagonally and enlarge this, now, shape. We will add a sequel. Let's choose font, 72 points. We'll keep the same font, let's choose a Brill Fat Face. Hold Ctrl and Shift to increase the text diagonally. And we use the same command. Type. Create outlines. Then we'll adjust it all a bit so that it's at the height of the serif letter T. Now that we've done that, we'll add some photos. File. Place. Tesla, PNG. Click on Open and we have entered the desired photo. On the Object tab, Transform, we will select Flip Horizontal. Then we will insert it into the letter T. We simply scale proportionally. Hold Alt and scroll the mouse to zoom. If you think the image looks bad, right-click while the image is selected and select Display Performance, High Quality Display. We will also add some texture to the Tesla inscription itself. So, we select this graphic, and the letter T, and then in Object, Pathfinder, we select the option Add. In this way, we combine 2 shapes or 2 graphics into one. Right-click, select the Content option and click on Graphic. Therefore, this has become a frame in which we will insert some texture. While it is selected, choose File, Place, and choose Background.jpg. We click Open and the background is placed in the frame we created. If we double-click on this frame and zoom out, we will see the actual size of the image. By holding Ctrl we can reduce it to our frame. Right-click, Display Performance, High Quality Display. We will adjust the word Nikola to stand in the middle of the letter T. Once we've settled on a title, we'll also add a subheading here. The text is contained in our text document. Before that, of course, we select the Type tool and draw the text frame. Let's open a text document and here is our subtitle. Ctrl+C to copy, click in the text frame, Ctrl+V to paste, and then we will edit it a bit. The font will be Minion Pro, Italic. Double-click to wrap the text frame around the text. Then, while holding Ctrl+Shift, proportionally increase to the desired size while the text frame is selected. We will choose the size, 24 points. Adequately, let's set it somewhere in the middle. Now we will place the introductory text below the image and the letter T. Select the Text tool, draw a rectangle up to the bottom margin. Copy the input text from the text document. Let's say that this will be an introductory text. Copy. Paste. Select this text. The font will be Minion Pro. Bold. Make this font a little bit bigger, and that's how we set the opening text. We need the text frame for the running text that will be here in 2 columns. Draw the text frame, adjust it to the same height using these automatic guidelines. Copy the text from the text document. Ctrl+C. Go back to our document, double-click on the text frame. By pressing Ctrl+V, we entered the text. Now it is necessary to arrange this a little and adjust it so that this text is in 2 columns. We will do this by scrolling all the way down on the Properties panel, and entering the number 2 in the Text Frame option. The distance between the columns will be 5 mm. By double-clicking in the text frame, pressing Ctrl+A, we select the entire text and choose the font Myriad Pro. Just to have a little contrast between serif and sans serif fonts. We'll set the size to 11 points and then select Condensed for the text. Hyphenation is set to English, USA. Set the alignment to the full width of the column. Of course, the complete text could not fit in these 2 columns. If you notice this red cross in the square, on the edge of the text frame, it means that the text continues, but the borders of the text frame prevent it from being visible. With that, we will transfer the text to the next page. It is enough to click on the red square, the cursor has changed, and we go to the edges of the margin. Drag, and when we draw another text frame, we will see that the text continues. If we click again on this red cross here, we can draw another text frame, and our text is now complete. On the last drawn text frame, which continues the current text, we have an empty blue square, which means that our entire text is visible. We will set the same width of one and the other column. Select the first column on this page and in the Properties panel set its width to, say, 56 mm. When we click on this second text frame, we see that it is already 56 mm. Here we will add a picture of the Tesla Tower. The method is the same: File, Place, and select the Tesla Tower image. We can simply click and drag to the end of the margin. Adjust to the edges of the margins. Right-click, Display Performance, High Quality Display, just to have a better view. In this section, we will add a quote from Tesla that is also found in our text document. Find and copy the quote. Ctrl+C, let's go back into the document, select the Type tool, Ctrl+V, and then edit this text a little bit. The font is Minion Pro, italic version. Let's say 18 points, and the text alignment will be centered. We can also increase the line spacing to 24 points. Now we will solve this part aesthetically. Choose the Type tool, draw a square to place the quotation marks. Select the Abril Fat Face font, and type the quotation marks. We can scale it to the size we want, and then we'll convert it into an object. Hold Shift and Alt to duplicate and place below the text frame. Select Object, Transform, Flip Vertical, and again, Object, Transform, Flip, Horizontal. Hold Shift to align to the middle of the text frame. Using the Line tool, we draw two lines on either side of the quotation mark. In the Appearance option we see that by default the thickness of the line is 1, and that's fine. Hold Shift+Alt to copy it to the other side. Using these automatic guidelines, we see that we have the same spacing. Shift+Alt to duplicate both lines. We select all these objects, using Shift and click, and then we will group the selection. As we can see here, the text of this column overlaps with the image. We will solve this by selecting Text Wrap from the Window drop-down menu. Then select the image, choose Wrap Around Object Shape. Set it to 5 mm, and in Contour option select Alpha Channel. We see an outline around our image whose background is transparent. As you can see, the text follows the contour we set. Lower this text a little more. We can tidy up the elements on this page a bit by moving the title up. We will simply extend the borders of the introductory text and the running text. Select the entire running text by double-clicking on one of these text frames, Ctrl+A, and in the Paragraph option we will indent the first line by 5 mm. First line ident, 5 mm. Since this text is not aligned to the bottom line, we solve this by right-clicking on the text frame, selecting Text Frame Options, and in vertical justification, selecting Justify. There is one extra enter here. Now the text is better arranged, and we can do the same here by choosing Text Frame Options and choosing Justify. So that this text itself does not look boring and unreadable, we will color the introductory text in some color. We click on Window, drop-down menu, select Color and Swatches. Before we color the text, it is important that the Fill option is turned on. By double-clicking on Text Frame and Ctrl+A, we select the entire text, click on, say, the yellow color, and then on the New Swatch box. We copy this color, and when we double-click, we can adjust it additionally. We drag the slider for black and, say, magenta. Click OK, and we got a new color. By double-clicking again, of course, we can change the name. Let's say, gold. Click OK, and we have, so to speak, a golden shade. We will also color the text Nikola with the same color. Since we already have a created color, it is enough to select the text and click on the desired color. We'll do the same with this quote graphic that was previously grouped. It is enough to select it, click on gold, and it already looks more interesting. If we choose the Preview option, we will see the spread without the auxiliary lines, and it is easier to see the progress so far. The next thing we're going to do is add a name to the image. Go back to Normal Mode and draw Text Frame. At the end of this document we have the name of the photo, Ctrl+C, let's go back to our document, in the newly drawn text frame, we click Ctrl+V. We select the entire text, let's say we want it to be italic, and to be 10 points in size. We're going to set the alignment to the right, and position the text here. We can also add the author's signature. Let's draw a text frame, and in this case we can solve it simply like this. Line tool. And let's just adjust it to make it look a little better visually. Turn on Preview, and our pages are ready. What's left is to solve the header and footer. We will do this by using Master Pages. Let's go back to Normal View, and on the Pages tab we'll see two sections. A section with Master Pages, and a section with pages in a document. Double-click on Parent Page, and let's say this magazine is called Science Journal. Select the Type tool, draw a text frame, and write the name of our magazine. We can play a little with the name, select Journal, Panel, Properties, font is Minion Pro, Italic. Select the entire text. No need to make the name too big. At the beginning, we deliberately left a space of 17 mm in this part, so that we would have room to place the header here. Let's say this is issue 1 of this magazine. We're going to place it on the right side of this master page. and we're going to choose the alignment to be right. We will do all this on the odd side as well. Select the name of the magazine, place it to the right margin. If guidelines are not turned on automatically, we can draw a guideline from the ruler. Then place the text frame next to it. We will simply select it and delete it. For Science Journal, we will choose right alignment, and the procedure is the same for the issue of this journal. Hold Shift and drag to make the text line up. We select the left alignment of the text, select the guideline, and delete it by pressing Delete. Of course, we will also add the number of pages and the name of the section in this document. Draw a rectangle, let's say like this. Paint it in the gold color that we created earlier. To remove the outline, we will select Stroke, and click on None. Use the Type tool to draw a text frame. From the Type drop-down menu, select Insert Special Characters, Marker, Current Page Number. We will choose the font Myriad Pro, regular, size, for example, 10 points. By double-clicking Control Point, we will wrap our text. Place it in the middle of this rectangle and then paint the text white. Click on Fill and select Paper. Let's say this section is called Science and History. We will use the text from the header. Ctrl+C, scroll down, and press Ctrl+V to copy that text. Select that text and write the name of the section Science in History. Select Italic. Double-click to wrap text frame around the text itself. We will also add one line. To draw straight lines, hold down Shift while dragging to the end of the page. Let's adjust the width a bit. And then on the Properties tab, choose the thickness of the line, say 0.5. We will transfer all this to the other side. Select the entire footer, hold Alt+Shift and drag. Then in the Object drop-down menu, select Transform, flip horizontal. We will see that now the text is mirrored. Select that text frame, go to Object, Transform, flip horizontal, put it back in position. Of course, use the same flip horizontal option for the number of page. Let's adjust it in the middle, and then choose text alignment to the right. Once we've done all that, let's go back to the Pages panel and go back to the pages in the document. Using the Preview option, we see what our spread of this magazine looks like. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.